everyone. Good evening. Thanks for joining us here in the council chamber. It's always nice to see so many folks joining us. Thank you to Kim in the BevCam booth who's got us live and streaming so that folks can follow along from wherever they are and from whenever they would like to take a look at the meeting. We appreciate that as always. As is our habit, I'll run through what's on the agenda before I officially call the meeting to order so that we have a chance to all sort of be on the same page about what we have before us this evening. I do want to mention that we have scouts from Troop 4, Beverly Troop 4 with us this evening. I know you all were downstairs getting a tour and learning a little bit more about city government from Councilor Feldman, is that right? Yeah, well, welcome. It's so nice to have you with us. It's always a pleasure. And you should feel free to stay as long as you want. You also should feel free to leave whenever you need to because we know you may have other homework and other things that you need to get to this evening. But thank you so much for being with us this evening. This evening we have two different resolutions that we'll be presenting to council colleagues, both of whom have wrapped up or are wrapping up their term with us this evening. And so we have former City Councilor at Large and now State Rep Hannah Bowen is here with us. Thank you for being here, Representative. And of course, we'll also have a chance to honor our at-large colleague, Brendan Sweeney, who's going to be wrapping up his term this evening. Thank you, Councilor. And we'll have a chance to say more and to celebrate both of them with these resolutions. We also do have one member of the public who signed up to speak, and so we will take that public comment as we can when we get to it in the agenda, knowing that we also do have a 7:30 posted public hearing. Then we have some routine business to take care of, and then we'll be back to finish everything up. So with that, I'll officially call to order this regular meeting of the Beverly City Council, Monday, December 15th, 2025, 7:00 p.m. Ms. Kent, will you please call the roll?
Crowley. Here. Feldman. Here. Hausman.
Here.
Rotundo.
Here.
Spang. Here. St. Hilaire.
Here.
Milady.
Here.
Sweeney.
Here.
Flowers.
Here. Thank you, Ms. Kent. Councilor St. Hilaire, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much, Councilor St. Hilaire. I just also wanted to mention that we do have some other members of our city government and city staff here with us. Mayor Mike Cahill is here. Thank you very much, Mayor, for joining us this evening. We also have our city solicitor, Beth Oldmixon, here with us this evening. Thank you very much, Solicitor. Our city council budget analyst, Jerry Perry, is here with us. Thank you, Mr. Perry. And we have Bruce Doig, who is our Director of Community Services and Parks and Recreation, here with us as well. Thank you very much for joining us. So we will go right to the top of our agenda, which, as I mentioned, we have the chance to thank and celebrate two of our council colleagues. So let's begin with Order 290. This is a resolution for Representative Hannah Bowen, former councilor at large. Councilor Spang and Councilor Feldman, if you two would be so kind as to go to the podium, and Representative, if you would like to join them at the podium.
All right. This is a resolution in honor of State Representative Hannah L. Bowen on the occasion of her service as a Beverly City Councilor at Large. Whereas Hannah L. Bowen has faithfully, passionately, and thoughtfully served the people of Beverly as City Councilor at Large for 2 terms, from January 2022 through October 2025, and continues to serve Beverly residents as State Representative for the 6th Essex District.
Whereas throughout her tenure, Hannah's background in strategic planning, policy, advocacy, communications, and partnership management served her well as a city councilor. Hannah holds a bachelor's degree in political science from Yale and a master's in public administration in international development from Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. In between, she was a project manager at a county agency in California's wine country and a Peace Corps volunteer in rural Ghana.
Whereas Hannah also served as the executive director of the Resolution Center from June 2021 to May 2025. As executive director, Hannah oversaw the everyday operation of the Resolution Center including the administration and management of programs and training, supervising mediators and staff, and overseeing court operations. Her nonprofit management experience includes serving in leadership roles at the International Endowments Network, Results, and Malaria No More. In her work across international development, global health, sustainable investing, and good governance, Hannah has focused on bringing people together to solve problems and create opportunities.
Whereas on the City Council, Hannah worked with Councilor Rotundo to establish the Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee to act in an advisory and consulting capacity for the city to promote and inform strategic planning for city infrastructure that facilitates safe and effective use by bicyclists, pedestrians, and other vulnerable road users for transportation, commuting, and recreation.
Whereas Hannah advocated for changes to Beverly's zoning ordinance to provide for accessory dwelling units and create some additional housing in neighborhoods that could use infill development without changing the feel of the neighborhood.
Whereas Hannah also advocated for a Citizens Advisory Committee to be appointed as part of the City Council's Order of Conditions for the National Grid Transmission Project, ensuring that residents and abutters to the project could meet regularly with National Grid to hear updates about the project and voice concerns and requests for mitigation throughout its tenure.
Whereas Hannah has contributed time and leadership as chair of the City Council Public Services Committee and member of the Beverly Police Department Community Advisory Board this past term. Before that, she served as a member of the Charter Review Committee during her first term as City Councilor at Large and prior to being elected councilor.
Whereas in May 2025, Hannah was elected to serve as state representative for the 6th Essex District and served as state representative and city councilor at large through October 31st, 2025, when she resigned to allow, per city charter, the highest vote getter in the November 4th election, who is not presently serving on the council, to be sworn in for the remainder of the term.
Whereas through all her leadership roles, Hannah has advocated for the need to have dialogue and have difficult conversations in meetings and as a community in order to better live the promise of democracy and ensure we all have a say in our community's governance, even when other councilors are ready to motion to adjourn.
Whereas Hannah is a proud Rantoulagan and lives in downtown Beverly with her partner Raja Shamas, and you can also find her running in road races throughout the greater North Shore.
Whereas the Beverly City Council wishes to recognize Hannah L. Bowen for her dedication, advocacy, and collaborative leadership, as well as the many contributions she has made to improve the quality of life for Beverly residents. And
now, therefore, be it resolved that the Beverly City Council does hereby congratulate, thank, and honor State Representative Hannah L. Bowen upon her service as a city councilor at large, wishing her much happiness, success, and good health in the years to come, and orders that the city clerk spread a copy of this resolution upon the city records.
I'm going to hop into the new microphone role. And in the most frequently abused words in this chamber, I will try to be brief. Apologies. It's only one page. We'll be fine. I appreciate the chance to say a few words and close out my time on the council, and thought I could use this space to dispel some myths about what we do here. So first, I often hear, and you may hear as well, people refer to elected office or community service work as thankless. And I'm happy to report that I have not found that to be the case at all. I have found it to be full of thanks. And in that spirit, I want to share my deep, deep gratitude to fellow councilors, past and present, that I've had the honor of serving alongside. You've been such thoughtful partners in this work, and I appreciate all of the unique skills and perspectives you've each brought to this chamber. I'm glad I can still consider you my work family, maybe extended family now, because I would really miss that if it weren't continuing forward. Many thanks as well to our city clerk, Lisa Kent, to Katie and Christine, who've filled the clerk of committees role while I've been serving, to our budget analyst, Jerry Perry, who keeps us all on our toes, to the whole team who really keep this work running smoothly day to day and make it easy for counselors to step in and do the work right from the beginning. A thank you as well to our other elected officials who set the bar high for our collective efforts on behalf of residents of the city, to the BevCam team, Kim and the crew, for making our work accessible, to all of the city staff, some of whom are here today, but who are every day creating and sustaining our schools and our libraries, our public buildings, our roads and sidewalks, we love to talk about those, our sense of public safety, our resilient coastline, our balanced budget, and activities that we provide as a city for younger people, older people, pets, the occasional wandering seal. I had to get my gratuitous Schubert reference in, there you have it. And every chance I get, I offer my deep thanks to the people of Beverly who entrust us with these roles for any length of time. We're so lucky to be part of this community with you, so thank you to the BevCam audience as well. Another thing I've heard a lot over the last few years is the question, aren't you discouraged by this work? And I certainly have some discouraged moments. I know colleagues have as well. There are plenty of challenges and barriers. Those are real. But the experience I've had with you all in this chamber, and really in local government as a whole, I think would give anyone more hope and more confidence. And I'm, of course, an optimist by nature. But when I moved back to the North Shore, which was only 7.5 years ago, it has flown by, I had my doubts. I know New England and our reputation, so I was worried. I knew it would be hard to make inroads in what was a familiar place, but a new place, and that, to make new friends in your late 30s, to find people to date, thank you to Russia, over there in the corner, to find next steps in a career when a lot of my network was in other places, and, to find new outlets for my hobbies, my main hobby being a giant policy nerd. I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but this community and then this council were so welcoming, it's just made me more of an optimist. I hear the beep, that's my 3 minutes. I'm now in record time. I only have 1 paragraph left, so thank you, Vice President. Yes, it's a very small font size. But I really just want to pass along, when I moved here and wanted to get involved, I heard the message that I want to share with anyone who's not feeling the kind of optimism that I feel after doing this work, which is just that you are welcome here, we need you, you have a place here, your being here will make a difference. So thank you all for sharing those messages with me, and I feel the responsibility to share those more widely. It's awesome that there are young people in the room to hear those in person, but want us all to be carrying that forward. And the last piece, you'll be pleased to hear, is that sometimes we hear about this work as if it's an individual effort. And you did include that I like running, so I feel safe using a track and field sports reference, that this work really is a constant passing of batons. And so, we receive a baton with some fresh legs from someone who's been doing the work, and we carry it forward in the ways that we can, and we trust our team to carry it after us as well. And that is constant, and it is healthy, and it's how we go that much further. So I'm really proud of the work we've done as this team. I will certainly be coaching and cheering on the next team. There's things that I see as unfinished business that you'll be hearing from me about, so I won't be a stranger to any of you on the things that we've been working on. I'm still here to support you on those. And I'm looking forward to continuing to hear from all of you as I pick up the state government baton and run with that for a while. Want to make sure that this team's voices are all represented there. So that is my full page. Thank you for keeping me honest with the time. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to close out in this way. And thank you all for your service.
Mr. Mayor, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I don't know if you wanted to have a moment to be able to also say a word. I would invite you to do so if you want to, but you. Okay, if I do it after? Yes, you can. Yes, thank you. So councilors, with our thanks and congratulations to Representative Bowen, and thank you, Councilor Spang, Councilor Feldman, for representing us, for representing our council colleagues in reading that resolution and writing that resolution. I would entertain a motion to officially approve Order 290. That is the resolution that we just heard, celebrating the work of former City Councilor at Large, current Representative Hannah Bowen. All those in favor? Aye. That carries 9-0, and that is approved. Congratulations and thank you very much, Representative. And we have a second resolution, and this is Order 291. I'll invite Councilors Rotundo and St. Hilaire to the podium, and Councilor Sweeney, if you would be so kind as to join them.
Thank you, Madam President. This resolution is to recognize and honor our colleague, Brendan Sweeney, whereas at-large City Councilor Brendan Sweeney has honorably and diligently served the residents of Beverly, bringing professionalism, dedication, and a strong spirit of public service to his role in the Beverly City Council.
And whereas Councilor Sweeney's extensive professional background, including his service as Assistant Town Administrator and Finance Director for the town of Boxford, and his 4 years of experience in the Massachusetts State Budget Office, has consistently informed his thoughtful approach to municipal governance, fiscal responsibility, and long-term planning. And
whereas Councilor Sweeney is a graduate of Suffolk University, earning a Master of Public Administration, and a graduate of Gordon College with a Bachelor of Arts degree, bringing academic expertise and practical experience to his leadership and advocacy on behalf of the Beverly community. And
whereas throughout his tenure, he has been a strong advocate for the Beverly Fire Department and played a key role in supporting the rehabilitation of the Central Fire Station, ensuring that Beverly's firefighters have the facilities necessary to continue providing exceptional public services. And
whereas he successfully led an effort to help some of Beverly's most vulnerable residents by increasing property tax exemptions available to the city's seniors, veterans, and those with disabilities. And
whereas Councilor Sweeney has contributed significant time and leadership as a member of the Economic and Community Development Council, and prior to being elected councilor, served on the Planning Board and the Beverly Cable Commission, strengthening local economic development, planning efforts, and community access to public information. And
whereas his service extends beyond City Hall through his active involvement in the Beverly Kiwanis Club, where he currently serves as president, as well as his role on the Massachusetts Municipal Association Board of Directors, representing Beverly and contributing to municipal best practices statewide. And
whereas Brendan Sweeney is also a devoted husband to Sydney Sweeney, and together they are joyfully expecting their first child, a milestone warmly celebrated by the Beverly community that has come to know and appreciate them both. And
whereas the Beverly City Council wishes to recognize Councilor Sweeney for his steadfast leadership, collaborative approach, and the many contributions he has made to improving the quality of life for residents throughout the city.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Beverly City Council hereby honors and commends outgoing at-large City Councilor Brendan Sweeney for exemplary public service, professionalism, and dedication to the city of Beverly. And be it further resolved that this resolution be spread upon the permanent records of the Beverly City Council, and that its suitably engrossed copy be presented to Councilor Sweeney with the council's sincere appreciation and best wishes to him, Sydney, and their growing family. Thank you.
Councilor Sweeney, please.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you, Councilor St. Hilaire and Councilors Rotundo, and to each and every one of you up here. I've really appreciated the time that we've served together. Being a city councilor can be a difficult job. Most of us have full-time jobs. We carve times out from family time or otherwise to give back to the city. And I think that service can often be overlooked, but it's incredibly important. And as each and every one of you know, when you hear from a resident after responding to a constituent issue to solve a problem that has been bugging them for weeks, and they finally decided to reach out to one of us to do something, and you hear back from them about how impactful that is, that's where you really know how important the work that each and every one of us does is. And so it's been an incredible honor to represent this city as one of your at-large city councilors. It's been an honor to work with the team here, Lisa in the clerk's office, Jerry and the analysis that you provided to us, each and every one of the department heads that we've worked with, working with the mayor's office, and of course with BevCam, making all of this possible in terms of broadcasting it to the community. We really do have a great team here. And I think it's important to note that even when we've had to make tough decisions as a council, and we certainly have had some contentious votes in the 4 years that I've been on the city council, the city's accomplished a lot, but we often weren't always on the same side of things when it came time to vote. But even despite that, I've always appreciated how the Beverly City Council has modeled civility. I've always felt that we could have thorough discussions, and that even if I was on the other side from one of you on a final vote, I knew that I could always work with each and every one of you to move the city forward, and that disagreement would never define our working relationships. And that's not a given. A lot of cities and towns in Massachusetts have been at odds. Even at the local level, we've seen some of that discord permeate, and it's a special thing that we have here in Beverly that we're able to have that level of discourse. I think it's a real service to the public. And so I know that it's going to be a very trying term and a trying time for the city coming up, and I would just encourage each of you, as you continue to make those difficult decisions, just continue to find ways to work with each other. And I know that we're in good hands as a city going forward, so I appreciate the work that each and every one of you do. And I also want to make sure to thank my wife, Sydney. As everybody who serves in public office knows, it's a sacrifice not just by you as the elected official, but by your entire family. And it was only a few days after our wedding that I was inaugurated as a city councilor. And now, a few days after ending the term, hopefully we'll be parents welcoming our first child. And so it's been a pretty incredible ride. She has been a great sport and has given so much to allow me to be able to serve the city in this role. So I'm really appreciative of that. And again, I just really want to thank every one of you. I'm excited to see where the city goes going forward. And even though I won't be serving Beverly in elected office going forward, I will continue to look for ways to make an impact in the community. And that's one of the things that makes this city so great, is we have so many volunteers, both formally on city boards, but then through a variety of organizations in Beverly, like many of the folks here in the room tonight, that find a way to give back to the community and make it such a special place to live. So I'm really fortunate to have had the honor to serve as a city councilor, and I look forward to staying involved in Beverly going forward. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you, Councilor Sweeney, and thank you, Councilor St. Hilaire and Rotundo, for representing our council and for bringing that resolution forward. I know the mayor also has a few words. Before I turn it over to you, Mayor, I'll just ask that we entertain a motion to officially approve Order 291. That is the resolution that we just heard, thanking and celebrating Councilor Sweeney for his work and service as a member of the City Council. All those in favor? Aye. That carries 9-0. Yeah, no, I appreciate that vote, Councilor Sweeney. So that 9-0, that is unanimous, and congratulations and thank you very much, Councilor. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us.
Sure, thanks, Madam President. It's good to see everybody. Scouts, thank you so much for being here. You have me enjoying? You understand that this is the last meeting for these 2 years, and that's why the two city councilors who are leaving the city council are getting their chance to be thanked, really thanked. It's kind of cool. So it's good to see you all. Councilor Sweeney, you want to come back over here? Former Councilor and State Representative Bowen. It's good to see so many people in the room also who are, as Councilor Sweeney mentioned, are serving us in volunteer ways. And in, I guess, some of you are here to be reappointed tonight, so we'll want to get to that fairly quickly. So there's some symmetry in that you both came onto the council at the same time, and you're stepping away, not having run for re-election to the council this year. Interesting, because it's been a fast 4 years, right? Sometimes the nights felt long, like the nights that you folks were putting the grilling National Grid. And how many times did we stay here after midnight, through midnight into a second day over that process? I think those are the only meetings that have gone past midnight, were the ones that involved National Grid. But so much good work that you both have done over the last 4 years. I've really enjoyed getting to know you both and work with you, and you've really done a fantastic service to our community with your work. It was nice to listen to the resolutions, because they really dug into some of the specifics that you both contributed. So yeah, I hope, I'm looking forward to the fact that we're going to be working together continually, and hope we get to work together on some things as we have. So just want to thank you both. It's been a real honor to get to know you and work with you. And these are gifts that I hope you enjoy on behalf of a city that is grateful that you're both here, that you're both residents of the city, and you're both people who have given so much to our community so soon. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. And I was just going to say, Representative and Councilor, we could have you speak again, and we could be in just sort of a circular loop. Thank you, both of you, for your leadership. I think we've heard a lot tonight that captures very well snippets of the work that you've done. And of course, anybody who has watched the council and the work that we've done, watched Representative Bowen or Councilor Sweeney, knows that no resolution could possibly capture the breadth and the depth of everything that's been done in their work. Every constituent call or email or meeting or coffee, every meeting with a fellow elected official to try to be creative in problem solving or work something through. And so, although those resolutions just are a snippet of what each of you has brought, they are an accurate and an important window into the work that you've done. And so you will both be missed, of course, in your capacity here on the council, but as has already been said this evening, we look forward to the ways that we'll continue having opportunities to work together in many ways in and around and for our city. So thank you both, and thank you again to our council colleagues who helped to bring forward those resolutions as well. We do have a public hearing that's posted for 7:30. What I'd like to do is open that and then recess it slightly so that we can take a recess to give folks an opportunity to speak with Representative Bowen, Councilor Sweeney, congratulate them, take pictures if you wish, and Scouts, you're welcome to stay longer, but you also can take the recess as an opportunity to leave if you would like. So why don't we open this public hearing? This is a 7:30 hearing on Order 255. Ms. Kent.
City of Beverly ordered that the City Council of the City of Beverly hold a public hearing on Monday, December 15, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. at 191 Cabot Street, 3rd floor, Council Chambers, relative to a proposal to name the Beverly Recreation Office Building in honor of Gail Jean Camati. The City Council will accept public written comment during the 30 days prior to the public hearing. The public written comment period shall conclude at the close of the public hearing. And this was in the newspaper on November 14th.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kent. There is a sign-up sheet on the table over by the window. If there are members of the public here who wish to speak in this public hearing, you can sign up during the recess. You also can sign up as the public hearing is beginning, and we will take public comment in the order that folks are signed up. Councilors, I would entertain a motion to recess this hearing to 7:45. All those in favor? Aye. That carries 9-0, so we'll recess that public hearing and pick it up at 7:45, and I would entertain a motion now for a 10-minute recess. All those in favor? Aye. That carries 9-0. We'll take a 10-minute recess, and we'll be back. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everyone. Call the full city council back to order. With our thanks and congratulations once more for Representative Bowen and Councilor Sweeney and for their work and their service to and for their city. So thank you. And thank you also to Mayor Cahill for being here and helping us to thank and congratulate and to honor both of our council colleagues. So thank you very much, Mayor. Before we go to our public hearing, which we'll pick up shortly, I would like to be able to get our member of the public who signed up for one of the public comments to be able to speak. And then, of course, you're welcome to stay with us for the remainder of the meeting, but if you would like to go, then you're not stuck waiting for your turn to speak. So I will invite, and I apologize if I get your name wrong, Johanna Carney, is that right? To the podium. And as you're getting to the podium, I'll just share, as I always do, that these speaker spots, there are 5 at any given regular city council meeting for 3 minutes. This is where you will see, I know Councilor Crowley was using the timer on Representative Bowen. We do use the timer to make sure that the time here is fair and equitable. So it's a 3-minute time spot for each speaker. These spots can be signed up for no later than 9:30 the morning of the meeting by contacting the city clerk. And you won't see the council engage in questions and answers or back and forth with speakers during this time because it's not set up that way on our meeting agenda. But I always like to say it doesn't mean that we're not listening and find these comments extremely important, and they often inform our future conversation. And so we thank you for being here with us. If you would begin with your name and address for the record, and if you hear Vice President Crowley's timer go off, if you would draw your remarks to a close at that point. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. My name is Johanna Carney. I live at 323R Elliott Street in Ward 1. I'm also with the Beverly Social Justice Book Club, and we'd like to remind the council of our request for you to reconsider the 2022 vote on order number 23 and adopt reading a land acknowledgement at the start of council meetings. And until that happens, we will read our city's land acknowledgement as part of public comment. The text for the land acknowledgement can be found on the city's website, beverlyma.gov. You can search for quote-unquote land acknowledgement statement, and it appears in the search results. And it reads, "Today, we respectfully acknowledge the Namkeg people whose ancestral lands we occupy. These lands were theirs until disease, war, slavery, and colonization displaced them. The Namkeg are descended from the Pawtucket people of northern New England. We recognize our obligations to this land and the indigenous communities who care for it. As we advance diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, we commit to decolonizing our systems by including indigenous people and their perspectives in our discourse, decisions, and actions. Thank you, and read books."
Thank you very much, Ms. Carney, for being here with us this evening. This does bring us almost to time to reopen our public hearing. And so I will just mention again, Ms. Kent is picking up the sign-up sheet, but if there are members of the public here who wish to speak in this public hearing, in addition to the person that we have signed up already, you can still come up and sign up at any point, and we will take public comment. The sign-up sheet is just here now with me. We'll take public comment in the order that folks are signed up. And so we will now reopen our recessed public hearing. This is again the hearing on order 255. Ms. Kent has already read the order. And so we will begin. Councilor Rotundo, you initially had brought this order to the council. I wondered if you would want to be able to say anything as we're getting into the
I'm
conversation.
going to actually allow Mr. Doig to say some words, who's much better suited. It was a conversation him and I had, and I would prefer him to say a few words if possible.
Thank you very much, Councilor. And thank you, Mr. Doig, for being here with us, and would love to hear from you as we're beginning the public hearing.
Sure. Well, it's my pleasure to be here, and I thank you all for considering this. Again, to me, it's amazing that somebody right out of high school went to work for the City of Beverly Recreation Department, and 55 years later, retired, loved every minute of it, and did tremendous things for the city. A lot of things have changed over the years, and she outlasted several directors in that position, and she tolerated me for 22 years before she retired. But again, I just want to thank you for your consideration. Gail is an amazing person, and just poured her heart and soul into her job every day, and, benefited thousands and thousands of children and thousands of families throughout the city of Beverly. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Doig. Councilors, are there any questions or comments or discussion on this order at this time? Councilor Houseman.
I would just like to thank you for your very many years of service to the city.
Thank you, Councilor. Any other discussion? Are there any other members of the public who wish to speak in this public hearing? Okay. Seeing none, and with thanks to Mr. Doig for your words tonight, thank you, Councilor Rotundo, for helping us to bring this forward to consider and to be able to recognize those years of service. We appreciate that. I will close the public hearing portion on this order and refer this to the Committee on Legal Affairs for further discussion and action this evening. And thank you very much. Let's go to acceptance of minutes of previous meetings. We have 6 sets of meeting minutes that we can approve this evening. And so they are our regular city council meeting from September 15th, 2025, regular city council meeting October 6th, 2025, regular city council meeting October 20th, 2025, public service and committee of the whole meeting October 27th, 2025, regular city council meeting November 10th, 2025, regular city council meeting November 17th, 2025. Is there a motion to approve these sets of minutes? So moved. Second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. I was gonna say, yes, I should have split those up, Councilor Milady. So I'm assuming you're gonna.
I didn't get a name tag.
You got one.
It's really a rough introduction for you. Councilor Milady, I don't want to make assumptions, but you're gonna vote on the November 17th? So actually, councilors, if I could have us do as a motion to approve 1 through 5, that's September 15th, 6th, 20th, 27th, and November 10th. Those 5 sets of minutes as one group. All those in favor? Aye. That carries 8 with 1 abstention. Sorry, Councilor. And if I have a motion to approve the regular city council meeting minutes from November 17th, 2025. All those in favor? Aye. That carries 9-0. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's go to communications from His Honor the Mayor, Ms. Kent, and I would entertain a motion to accept a late file. This is on Order 295. This is a timing question. This is some donations that came in for our seniors, and so to be able to approve those before the holiday. All those in favor? Aye. That carries 9-0 to accept that late file, so Ms. Kent, we'll go to you.
Order number 295, a donation of $300 check and $460 worth of gift cards for the Council on Aging from McLean Middleton Professional Association.
Please refer that to the Committee on Finance and Property. Let's go to communications from other city officers and boards, please.
Order number 292, City Clerk, 2025 Class 1, 2, and 3 Motor Vehicle Dealer License Renewals.
Please refer that to the Committee on Legal Affairs.
Order number 293 from the City Clerk, 2025 Lodging House License Renewals.
Please refer that to the Committee on Legal Affairs.
Order number 294 from the City Clerk, 2025 Livery and Taxi License Renewals.
Please also refer that to the Committee on Legal Affairs. We do have one item under unfinished business from previous meeting. At this point, there's not going to be further action on Order 163. We were holding it here for further information that we might receive from the mayor's office, and at this point, there'll be no further action on that, so it will be filed by the clerk's office as no further action, as this is the end of our term. But we do have, under motions and orders, we do have one order that's available for final passage this evening. Ms. Karen.
Order number 288 in the year 2025 be it attained by the City Council of the City of Beverly as follows. Chapter 270, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 33D, Do Not Enter, is amended as follows. Amend the time restriction at the Kernwood Heights from Bridge Street location to September 1st through June 30th, limited to Mondays through Fridays, 7:15 a.m. to 8 a.m. The revised section shall read as follows. D, do not enter Kernwood Heights from Bridge Street from September 1st through June 30th, Monday through Friday, 7:15 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ken. This is a second reading and final vote on this proposed ordinance change. And so is there a motion to approve Order 288? Is there any further discussion or questions? All those in favor? Aye. That carries 9-0, and so that is for final passage. Thank you, Councilor Rotundo, for your work to bring that forward. I know, as you mentioned the last time that we heard this, it's to adjust the timing to better coincide with the new timing on the beginning of elementary school day. So thank you. I would entertain a motion to take a break for some committee work. All those in favor? That carries 9-0. We'll have public services stay here in the council chamber. We'll have finance and property in the hall and legal affairs in the committee room. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, so good evening. I'd like to open up the Public Services Committee. All three are present. It is now 7:53. We have a few things to get through and go over. First up is order number 210, and this had to do with a letter from Paul Gentili regarding some bikes, paths, and parking downtown. We've held this and hadn't gotten some things done, but some changes have been made. And so my recommendation for this is that we receive and place on file for the end of the term.
So moved.
All in favor? Perfect, thank you. 3-0. The second one that I have is an appointment for Wendy Kelly, and this will be to serve on the Council of Aging, and I see she's here with us this evening. If you'd like to up at the podium or have a few words to say or whatever, that's up to you. No, thank you? Okay, all right. You are I had my chance here, sing us a song, maybe a melody. Christmas carol, come on, so.
Thank you for your willingness to serve.
Yes, exactly. Questions or comments from any members of the, have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
3-0. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy, for your continued service and taking up a place on here. Appreciate it. Let's see. Recommend. Next up I have is an appointment for Charles Bud Rahal from 245 Elliott Street to serve on the Commission of Disabilities. Is Mr. Rahal here? Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, sir. How are you? Well, would you like to step up to the mic and have a few words or tell us a little about yourself?
I just want to thank you for the opportunity to serve. I've spent the last 4 terms on the Veterans Council, serving as chairman, vice chairman, and member. I have a lot of experience with disability issues, having been the director of operations for the North Shore Music Theater for 17 years. And I certainly know, and anyone knows it's been up there on a Wednesday afternoon, it's probably 95% placards. So I've dealt with a lot of disabled situations, and also the compliance with regulations dealing with the board that was sitting through the years. and the building department. I've worked well with them, so I have an opportunity now. 5 years ago, I lost my leg, and I started to realize what it was like to be disabled. I was in a wheelchair for a while and trying to get around town and stuff. And I would say, from other towns that I've gone to, Beverly is very compliant in most places with what they do. And I'd like to be part of that effort to keep it that good or better. So, thank you.
Super, thank you so much for stepping up for the stuff that you've done for us in the past with the veterans and all of those type things, and we appreciate your continued service.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion for an approval?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Vote is 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your service.
So next up, I have a reappointment for Cheryl Silva from 95 Hale Street to serve on the Board of Health. Any questions or comments from the members of the committee? I have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 3-0. I have Order 273. This is a reappointment for Rachel E. Morris of 14 Pond Street to serve on the Board of Health. Any questions or comments? Do I have a motion?
So moved. So a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Let's see. Next up, we have Order 275. This is a reappointment for Henry Pizzo to serve on on Parks and Recreation Committee. Is Henry here with us? No? Okay. Any questions or comments from anybody, or? Super. Thank you, Bruce.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
3-0. Motion is approved. Order 277, this is for a reappointment for Kyle Ritalik, 346 Elliott Street, to serve on the Beverly Airport Commission. And we have Mr. Ritalik with us here this evening. Any words or anything, or?
No, thank you for the reappointment. I look forward to next year.
Super. Awesome. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks,
Thank
thanks.
you.
I also have a reappointment for William Kosawan for the Airport Commission also. Is he here with us? No? Any questions, comments? Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm not gonna
Motion-
say it as fast as you know.
I'm sorry. Motion carries 3-0. If I'm going too fast, let me.
No, it's Danielle.
Oh, I know. There's always one in the crowd.
Are you an auctioneer?
I also have a reappointment, Order 279, reappointment of Jason Roulette, 106 Stanley Street, to serve on the Beverly Airport Commission. Jason, any comments you'd like to make or anything? Super, thank you for serving and helping out within this city on being on this board and this commission. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
You tried.
I tried.
I did.
I know.
What was,
Oh, I didn't get it the
would you like
first
to
time.
second it?
You know, the only second it.
Okay, thank you.
Second is the best.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it is. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you, Jason.
I now have a reappointment, Order 280, for Jesse Zubrick, 9 Herrick Street, to serve on the Airport Commission. And Jesse's here with us this evening. Any comments or anything, Jesse, you'd like to make? Thank you for thank you for serving the city of Beverly. Appreciate it very much. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Wow.
I'll take it, baby.
There you go. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. I have motion 281, reappointment of William Kendrick, 2 Webster Avenue, also to serve on the Beverly Airport Commission. Questions or comments? Motion to approve?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. We're getting through these, let's see. I also have reappointment of Paul Early, order number 282, to also serve on the Beverly Harbor Management Authority. Questions or comments? Motion to approve?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Wow, and I think that finishes us up for the year. It's been a pleasure. Any other news or things that we need to bring up in council? No? And on that note, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. We're adjourned.
No, she's good. Are you good, Kim? Yep. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks to the subcommittees for their work during that subcommittee break. I'll call the full council back to order, and we will go to reports from committees. Ms. Ken.
Order 255, the Committee on Legal Affairs, to whom refer the matter regarding Council Rotundo's, on behalf of Bruce Doig, Director of Recreation, naming of the Beverly Recreation Office Building in honor of Gail Jean Carmody. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this request.
Are there questions or comments?
Carmody.
The question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0.
I believe it's Carmody. Yes. I knew I was going to get it wrong.
But that was very well done right there, Ms.
Yes,
Ken.
sorry.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Order number 269, the Committee on Legal Affairs, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for Peter O'Connor to serve as Beverly's fire chief, had considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Are there questions or comments on this one? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and Chief O'Connor was not able to be here this evening, but was at our last meeting, is at many of our meetings, of course, and did send all of the council just an update to let us know why he couldn't be here. But our thanks to the chief for the work that he and his team do every day. Thank you, Chief.
Order number 293, the Committee on Legal Affairs, to whom refer the matter regarding 2025 lodging house license renewals, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the licenses be granted.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0 on those licenses.
Order number 294, the Committee on Legal Affairs, to whom refer the matter regarding the 2025 taxi and livery license renewals, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the licenses be granted.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0 as well.
Order number 292, the Committee on Legal Affairs, to whom referred the matter regarding 2025 Class 1, 2, and 3 motor vehicle license renewals, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the licenses be granted.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0.
Order number 295, the Committee on Finance and Property, to whom referred the matter regarding a donation of $300 check and $460 worth of gift cards on the Council on Aging, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this request.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0 with our thanks for that kind donation to go to our senior center.
Order number 55, the Committee on Finance and Property, to whom referred the matter regarding the 2025 capital expenditure plan pursuant to the city charter, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Receive this and place it on file.
Councilors, I would entertain a motion to receive and place on file as recommended by the subcommittee. All those in favor?
Aye.
That carries 9-0. Thank you.
Order number 274, the Committee on Finance and Property, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for Frank Golden, 5 Wells Road, Reading, Mass., to serve on the Board of Assessors. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and thank you to Mr. Golden for his continued service.
Order number 283, the Committee on Finance and Property, to whom refer the matter regarding an appointment for Terry DeBlazy, 51 Millbrook Road, to serve on the Board of Assessors. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this appointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0 as well.
Order number 210, the Committee on Public Services, to whom referred the matter regarding a letter from Paul Gentili regarding parking downtown and bike paths, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Receive this and place it on file.
I would entertain a motion to receive and place on file as recommended by the subcommittee. All those in favor?
Aye.
That carries 9-0.
Order number 270, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding an appointment for Wendy Kelly, 43 Odell Ave, to serve on the Council on Aging, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Council approves this appointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and our thanks to Ms. Kelly for that willingness to serve.
Order number 271, the Committee on Public Services, to whom referred the matter regarding an appointment for Charles Bud Rahal, 245 Elliott Street, to serve on the Commission on Disabilities, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this appointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0 as well, with our thanks for that service.
Order number 272, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding the reappointment for Cheryl Silva, MD, 95 Hale Street, to serve on the Board of Health, have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and thank you to Dr. Silva for that service.
Order number 273, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding an reappointment for Rachel Morris, 14 Pond View, to serve on the Board of Health. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0 as well, with our thanks again.
Order number 275, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding the reappointment for Henry Pizzo III, 4 Sunnyvale Street, to serve on the Parks and Recreation Committee. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and thank you to Mr. Pizzo for continuing to serve.
Order number 277, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for Kai Vitalik, 346 Elliott Street, to serve on the Beverly Airport Commission. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and thank you, Mr. Vitalik, for your service as well.
Order number 278, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for William Cosmwan, 7 Fairview Street, Danvers, to serve on the Beverly Airport Commission as Town of Danvers representative. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and our thanks for that continued service.
Order number 279, the Committee on Public Services, to whom referred the matter regarding a reappointment for Jason Roulette, 106 Stanley Street, to serve on the Beverly Airport Commission. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and thank you to Mr. Roulette for that service.
Order number 280, the Committee on Public Services, to whom referred the matter regarding reappointment for Jesse Zerberek, 9 Herrick Street, to serve on the Beverly Airport Commission. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and our thanks for that continued service as well.
Order number 281, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for William Kendrick, 2 Webster Avenue, to serve on the Beverly Airport Commission. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and thank you to Mr. Kendrick for that service.
Order number 282, the Committee on Public Services, to whom refer the matter regarding a reappointment for Paul Earl, 6 Quincy Park, to serve on the Beverly Harbor Management Authority. Have considered said matter and beg leave to follow. Recommend the council approve this reappointment.
Questions or comments? Question comes on the acceptance of the proposal and adoption of the order. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
That carries 9-0, and thank you to Mr. Earl for continuing in that role. That's it. Thank you very much, Ms. Ken. Councilors, that brings us to the end of our agenda. Are there any announcements or reminders from the council as we prepare to close out our final meeting of this term, which feels hard to believe in some ways, but here we are. Any reminders or updates? Councilor Feldman.
I just want to let everyone know, and I think all the counselors received a copy of it this weekend, that we have completed our financial forecasting report, and it was emailed out to all of us, and it will be on the city website if it isn't already very soon, and that we hope to discuss it as a full council in January.
Thank you very much, Councilor, and thank you for your work leading that process as well. Are there any other reminders or updates from the council? Well, I will mention that we have the first regular meeting of the next term on Monday, January 5th. This is a noon meeting at Beverly High School. It will be the swearing in and inauguration for the elected officials for the next term. And the first regular council meeting happens, as some councilors have been part of, happens right after that swearing in and the inauguration. So we'll have that opportunity to have that first meeting at that time. And this is also the second night of Hanukkah, and so I wanted to mention that and also wish all of those in our community who are celebrating and taking part in that festival a very happy Hanukkah. We do so recognizing that there also is a tremendous amount of pain surrounding Hanukkah this year, thinking about the awful shooting that happened in Bondi Beach in Sydney, Australia. And so our hearts are certainly with the folks in Australia, but certainly with our own Jewish community here and Jewish communities around the world, knowing that acts of violence and pain like that don't just impact the community where they happen, but really everybody all around. And so our thoughts and our hearts are with those folks all around the world, particularly families in Australia, and thinking of our own friends and neighbors who are celebrating and also holding that pain this Hanukkah season as well. Any other information from the council? All right, well, thank you again, Councilor Sweeney. It has been a pleasure to work with you, and you will be much missed. We'll be looking forward to an update, some exciting information updates from you in Sydney as you welcome your new little one. And thank you for your time and your service here. Thank you to the councilors who brought those resolutions forward, honoring our council colleagues. Thank you, Representative Bowen, for her service as well. And thank you all for a great council term. It's been a pleasure, and look forward to continuing to work with many of you in the next term. And hope you have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. There are many winter holidays that are approaching for many folks in our community. And so just holding that season and remembering that it is a season when light begins to return in the world. And so many of those holidays recognize the way that light is returning. And so thank you all, and whatever you are celebrating, I hope that it will be a happy and a meaningful time for you. Thank you, Kim and BevCam. Thank you to your team. Thank you, everyone who joined us this evening. And with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Second. All those in favor? Aye. That carries 9-0, and we are adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good night.